That was sick. Oh, it's slick. Ow. Holy. Oh, man. That was way slick. Oh, it was so slippery.
Man has flown a car. Travis Pastrana on top of the world. Happy New Year. Wow.
Oh, is there anything in there?
No one has ever done that. No one ever attempted that. A world record by far. We will get the official distance a little later on, but for now, just take this in. And he backflips into the harbor to cap it.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
No limits, baby.
Apparently, he had a cool down. Hey, it's a good thing the rescue boats were here after all, Marcellus.
Oh, exactly. He says to himself, hey, the car's not going in the water, but I am, brother.
You can put another notch in the belt of the legend of Travis Pastrana. From motocross to rally to the unimaginable feats, this one was utterly spectacular. We're going to give you plenty of replays.
Well, here is Travis Pastrana. We're going to drag him onto the boat. Oh, wow.
All right, hey, all that testing we did went perfect. Landed on the backside of the jump, and it was due from the, I guess, the mist or whatever. Slick as ice. I was like, oh, man, this is going to hurt.
So I got to ask you, you have not had a chance to even test that run-up. Obviously, you can't speed run here because you land in the water. What was running through your mind as you were coming up at full speed towards that ramp?
Well, the scariest part, I'm usually a lot more hands-on, but Red Bull and Dane and all you guys had such a good team that... Oh, sorry. Well, when I went to take off, I couldn't see the landing at all. And I'm like, man, I hope the whole team went perfect, and it was perfect. Couldn't have been better.
So you landed, you hit that thing, you said it felt slick, and we caught you sliding pretty hard there. What did it feel like when you hit that end barrier?
Well, that pretty much sucked, but the Subaru guys, man, I've taken quite a few crashes this year in rally, and it happens, it's part of it, but man, just launched about 250 feet, greased the sweet spot, hit the brakes. I'm like, oh, it's just like a nice skating trick. Here we go. So put it in sideways, put it in on passenger side. Christian, I'm glad I didn't have a co-driver there. I would have felt really bad doing that to him, but man, I just want to say, you know, this is such an awesome experience, and to have the whole town of Long Beach, thank you guys, everybody. Brian Vickers, you should have come with, man. You're kind of a wimp. We tried to get him to come with. He wouldn't do it. So, but anyway, thank you.
So Travis Pastrana tried to get NASCAR star and Red Bull driver Brian Vickers to be in the passenger seat. But what an incredible feat. You did see a car fly over 250 feet.
Let's look at the first of many replays that you will see. Remember, the run-up, over 900 feet long, Marcellus, and then he reached over 90 miles per hour.
And all this is calculated. All this is what he trusts in his team in. But right here, this is the moment of truth where he has to put fear out of his mind.
Look at that. And now this is the portion where he said it became an ice skating rink. Well over the sweet spot. Farther than 250 feet. And then this moment where he said it's gonna hurt. Unofficially, it is 274 feet. Wow. 274 unofficially. Crowd went nuts here in Long Beach. And then the celebration.
He couldn't go in the water the normal route, the normal way. He had to hit a backflip.
Travis Pastrana, just 26 years old. He said, you know what? I have to dream up something to be on Red Bull New Year No Limits. This is what he came up with, and did he absolutely over-deliver? Through the crowd, up onto the pier, the 80-foot-long ramp, and a car in flight. Wow. Now watch the landing barge, because this is what everyone talked about all week long. It's one thing to jump, but how do you stop with the 6 G's of force? And then he told you, he knew it as soon as he hit, that the catch fence and the barrier was going to come into play. That is spectacular.
And he knew it in his preparation that the biggest issue would be the landing. Such a short landing strip. But this is a guy who knows all the ins and outs and knew how to troubleshoot even that situation.
The total length of that landing barge is only 200 feet. He used every inch of it and still had to make full impact on that passenger side. Now the overhead. Rainbow Harbor by car flight. And can you imagine the reaction by the team who put it all together? Clint Fast, the team manager, and Travis got out of there quickly, let everybody know that he was all right. You had to think in the back of the head that he had the celebration planned, didn't you? Get rid of those negative thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm getting wet.
I mean, this is what you do. When you know you made it to this point, all goals accomplished, you just go out there and celebrate and really get that monkey off your back.
The living legend. That signature career moment of the double backflip at the X Games in 06, he may have just added another one to it. As they inspect the mark for the world record, and they look down and see where those tires landed. He did a really good job of trying to get all 4 tires down there simultaneously. Tess?
So here it is, Travis. I mean, let's look at this. It's at least 265. So how does it feel? You got a new world record.
It feels awesome. And Tess, how does it feel? You won $200, closest to the pin. They were all betting where I was going to land. My dad, I think he bet I was in the water, so I don't know.
Well, your dad won half the bet, but I mean, just an amazing feat. And we got to ask, what's Travis Pastrana going to do next?
Man, I had to live every day one day at a time, and I was just hoping I'd make it through this one safe. Go hang out with my friends, all the Red Bull crews here, man. I couldn't have asked for anything better New Year's than this. This is awesome.
Well, they don't call him the Wonder Kid for nothing. 199, Travis Pastrana, and again, a new world record.
Remember earlier when that angel was put in the car and Mom wasn't around to witness it? Well, now Jamie has the believer in all that faith.
Well, like we said, she was at an undisclosed location, and here she came up on the police boat. Now you're smiling. Debbie, take us through this. You've been through a lot of these moments, but what is tonight like?
You know, Travis puts me through this all the time. But I'm glad it's done, and lots of prayers, and I had people over there praying, and it was awesome, and I'm just so glad it's over. And somebody said, he's 26, are you used to this? And no, he's my kid, so his dad's back home. I want to thank him also because, Travis has always been like this, and we've always supported him. We've never encouraged him. And I thank all the fans for being out here, because I know he does this for the fans, and he's a fan of his own sport. So thank you guys so very much.
Congratulations. You raised a great man, and he's making his way back. She hasn't even gotten to hug him yet, Joe.
Travis said of his parents, Mom Debbie, Father Robert, that they let me do what was outside the parameters of any sane parents. Yeah, like something like this. Take another look and just enjoy it. Pastrana, Subaru, in flight. Well past that sweet spot. And then the view from inside the car as Travis shifted those gears, got over 90 miles an hour, hit that ramp, Wow.
Wow.
From the hangover cam. Look at that, Marcellus.
That's amazing right there.
Wow. And you see how little time he had to hit those brakes and make that turn before slamming into the barrier. He said he knew the moment that he hit the landing barge that it was like an ice rink.
He didn't blink. I was looking right at his eyes. He did not blink.
He's like Mike Singletary playing middle linebacker. He wants the impact, Marcellus.
Oh, he stared adversity right in his face. Said, bring it on.
The first great sports highlight of the new decade. Travis Pastrana. More Red Bull New Year, New Limits when we return.